What the hell? Geralt's face. What the hell?
What was that?
Yeah, what was that?
You tell me. Man or monster? My men call him Uma and say he's a beast. But he seems a man to me. Just hideous as Ardle's shit.
What the hell? Where'd he get the name?
Uma. Strange name.
Aye, strange. But he gave us no other.
You mean he can talk?
Hardly. It was like this. I asked what they called him. He sat there, not saying a thing, trying to stick a toe up his nose. So I grabbed his hand, looked him in the eyes, and asked, "What's your name?" Gave me this damned foolish look and stammered, "Oh, Uma?" And it stuck.
Doesn't look like a monster. I don't know, it kind of looked like a monster to me.
Doesn't look like a monster, but my medallion's trembling. Strange. Where'd you find him?
Funny story, actually. I won him in a game of cards.
Oh, good grief. Nothing better to play for.
Must have been pretty desperate to play for that.
Ah, quit your carping, smartass. Someone wagered him and we played. If anyone was desperate, it was the bugger's former master.
Well, tell me a story.
Funny story. How so?
Went to Novigrad once to rest, indulge in the city's pleasures. Stayed at a tavern and some folk there were playing, so I joined in. Cards were kind that day. Had one devilish hand after another. Robbed the whoreson blind. One fellow, a merchant, took it especially hard. He'd gambled away everything he'd brought from Skellige. Wanted terribly to play another hand, so I agreed. Asked him what he had to wager, and he showed me that sideshow. Not much in it for me, but fuck it, I thought. I'll give the man a chance to win something back. Luck was not with him, and Uma wound up here at Crow's Perch. End of story.
Funny indeed.
Hilarious. Real side splitter.
Oh, you wouldn't know a good tale from a running fart.
Proper baron now. Even got a jester.
Aye, though I feel something's not right with him.
You
How
think?
so?
Well, he seems more beast than man. But there's wisdom, cunning in the bastard's eyes. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Ever run into anything like him?
No, but he doesn't look dangerous.
I guess that's that. Doesn't eat much, so as long as he's no trouble, the boys might as well have some diversion.
Time I was on my way. So long.
Farewell. I hope you find your daughter. And prove a good father to her.
Okay. We finally completed the Family Matters quest. New quest, return to Crookback Bog. Blah. I do not want to go back there. Let's look at our quests. Completed. Family Matters. Let's see here. At long last, after Geralt had fulfilled his part of the bargain and found the Baron's wife and daughter, the Lord of Crow's Perch relieved the suspense and finished his tale. He recounted how Ciri had been forced to use her powers to save the Baron's life. This had drawn the Wild Hunt's attention, so Ciri had had no choice but to flee once more, this time to the free city of Novigrad. Geralt's search in Velen was at an end. Alright. And then this new quest here. Return to Crookback Bog, suggested level 9. As you recall, the self-proclaimed Baron of Velen had asked Geralt to find his missing family, and so, ever a man of his word, find them he did. Tomorrow, the Baron's daughter, he found in Oxenfurt, where she had joined the witch hunters. As for Anna, the Baron's wife, she had been kidnapped by the crones and made their slave, in fulfillment of a bargain she had struck with them earlier. Hearing this, the Baron swore to freeze Anna, with or without the Witcher's help, and set off to the place in the bog where Geralt had seen his wife. This is level 9, we're level 11. Yes, we could do this quest now, but we're not going to. We have plenty of other things to do. Let's decide what to do next. Destination Skellige, that is also a new quest. The search for Ciri had taken Yennefer to the wind-swept... The search for Ciri had taken Yennefer to the wind-swept Skellige Isles, that is to say, lest your mind fill with visions of our elegant sorceress shivering on some barren rock, it had taken her to a suite of comfortable rooms near Caer Trold Castle on the Isle of Ard Skellig. Geralt was to join her there and thus set off to the port in Novigrad, where he hoped to find a captain bold enough to brave the pirate-infested waters en route. Oh, okay, so that's how we get to Novigrad, I guess. I don't know. Pyres of Novigrad? What's this? When did I get this quest? Ciri's trail took Geralt to Novigrad, not yet, the largest city in the north. It would take seas of ink to describe the city accurately, so suffice it to say, it is the seat of the Church of the Eternal Fire, a bustling port city and a haven for artists and all sorts of other shady characters. Yet Novigrad at this time was not the city Geralt knew from his earlier travels. War raged throughout the known world, and rich cities often proved tempting morsels to armies on the march. It was clear at this time that this particular morsel had both Radovid and Emir greedily licking their chops. Within the city, the Temple Guard acted with impunity under the command of a cankerous snot named Caleb Minge, and with the support of that terror-spreading band of zealots, the Witch Hunters. Meanwhile, the kingpins of the city's underworld still held much of it in their sleazy grasp. Finding Ciri here would be like searching for a needle in a burning haystack. Geralt would clearly need some assistance. Luckily, an old acquaintance of his now lived in Novigrad. Her name was Triss Marigold. Isn't Triss a sorceress? Isn't Triss a sorceress? Isn't that kind of dangerous, her living in this place run by witch hunters? So, let's see, and this is our main quest here. So we'll go, let's see, we got these secondary quests. We also have some, let's look at our Witcher contracts. We've also got some of these. Got some level 10s in here that we could do. And then these treasure hunts that are super high level, we won't be worrying about those. So let's pick a secondary quest and go with it. Let's pick one of these low level secondary quests. I'm not real jazzed about these races. I don't even know if I'll bother with those. A greedy god. In the backwoods of Velen, Geralt came across an altar and next to it 2 troubled villagers. When asked the source of their worries, the peasants told Geralt the deity they worshipped, the awe-inspiring Allgod, had rejected the offerings they had brought him. The Witcher was not a particularly God-fearing individual, yet nevertheless promised that he'd intercede for the peasants with their deity. Let's do that. Why not? Where is that on the map? It's down here. So, yeah, I guess we'll travel down to this fast travel point, go here, and then go on down here. Now, that Uma thing, we didn't get a quest related to Uma, but I'm pretty sure that guy's gonna come up later on in the game. He would have to, right? Especially since the medallion vibrated, since Geralt's medallion vibrates when there's monsters nearby, and it vibrated when Uma was nearby. So, even though he looks harmless, I'm gonna think that there has to be something more than that there, right? So we'll go ahead and run our way out of here.
Making me a slingshot.
Making me a slingshot.
You know, Witchers, folks can say that they
Okay.
Quite the work my man's got, eh? Not half bad. Brought home a bucket of peelings yesterday. The feast we had.
Okay. Do I know the name of this river or creek we're crossing? I don't know.
Got their asses whipped like a Novigrad whore.
You surprised? They tried to dance with a witcher.
Yeah.
Come from anyway.
I'm right
How
here.
should I know? You so curious? Ask him yourself.
I'm right here. I think that's what they said the last time I walked by them. Fast travel to Wastrel Manor. And we will head on down here to speak with this so-called Allgod. I'll just be on my way here. Before we do that, let's look at our character screen. We have a point available to spend, and I'm going to go ahead and spend it on this next Axii level. Alternative sign mode. Targeted enemy briefly becomes an ally and deals 40% more damage. Stamina regeneration in combat +1 per second. Pretty cool. Except... What did I just do? There, I need to... Oh, I need to put it in a slot. Select slot. There we go. Whoop! Oh, somehow I took this one out too. What the hell am I doing? Can I just drag it over here? I can. Whoa, what the... What the hell am I doing? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, they're all in there. Interesting. I guess I have to decide which of these are the most important things for me. Right now I've got far-reaching Ard, Ard Sweep, and Axii in here. Yeah, I think I'm okay with those being a little bit stronger. I'm alright with that. Okay. So back here where we're going to talk to this so-called Allgod.
Illusion.
An illusion. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, here we go. Use.
Oh, Allgod, help a poor wretch in need. Pretty please.
How dare you disturb my divine rest, mortal?
That's
I dare
awesome.
disturb it because I want your divine self to lift the, curse you cast. Those peasants really don't have.
They must bring worthy offerings or they shall face drought, driving hail, earthquakes, avalanches. I have spoken.
Avalanches? Here? How would that work? No answer from the Allgod. Fine. We can finish our conversation when I find him. Voice came from underground.
This is pretty cool. This is very Wizard of Oz, man behind the curtain here. Find the Allgod using your Witcher senses. Do you guys have anything new to say?
Anything new?
No.
So long.
So let's look at our Witcher senses here. Maybe we could, ooh, here's something interesting here. What's this? Examine.
Wine. More like vinegar. Someone drank it anyway. Could follow the scent.
Alright, Bloodhound Geralt. Let's follow the scent. Ah, here we go. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Sniff, sniff, sniff.
There's something here. Need to use the eye.
Oh, the illusion. Okay. The eye. I don't remember how to use the eye. I thought I just simply did this. Here we go. And did I do it? Did I do it? Oh, down here. Oh, neat. Check it out. Boy, Geralt really hates storms. Oh.
What? Who dares disturb my divine being?
What the hell is that thing?
Geralt of Rivia. Pleasure. Expected the Allgod to be corporeal in form, but never thought he'd be corpulent. Fattened up nicely at those peasants' expense.
Expense? Expense? Not a word about the help I give in return. Blessings, absolutions, enlightened advice. Believe me, these folks need all of it. I'd watch over them still if they fulfilled their end. But lately they offer these pathetic scraps.
That they steal from the mouths of their children, and to make matters worse, you cast a curse on them.
And I'll not lift it till they bring me worthy offerings. I'm to settle for curds and whey? Not a chance. And you can tell them that.
Okay, well, let's start asking him some questions.
Been in this hole long?
For a century or so. One winter I found shelter here. Built a fire so large the flames leapt through the crack, lit the bushes above. I coughed from the smoke, and suddenly heard a peasant. A voice out of nowhere, he called. A miracle. Thus, I became a god.
Parasite, more like.
Maybe so. But what of Freya and Melitele then, Demanding prayers and offerings, given naught in return? I talk at least.
Let's see here. Settle? No. Do we just flat out kill him? If we do settle for humble offerings, then those people are still going to have to steal food from their babes' mouths. If I do this, screw it. Let's just kill this mofo. He's a piece of crap.
Got an idea how to resolve this. I'll just kill you.
Oh, okay. So we're just going to kill this guy. Let's see. Let's see what he thinks about Igni. Well, he doesn't really like it very much, but it didn't seem to hurt him that much. He's going to throw things at me? I have a feeling he's going to throw things at me. Okay. Oh, he's going to do something. Yeah, he's going to throw stuff at us. Is that doing anything to him? Like we just caught ourselves on fire. Yeah, we just gave ourselves a little bit of fire damage. Oh, I'm still on fire. Okay, enough of the fire. Caught my own damn self on fire. Use the thunderbolts. See if he likes northern wind. Let's freeze his ass. Yeah.
Come on.
Oh man. Oh my gosh. Oh! He does fire. Oh, I didn't realize that. We killed his ass. That's pretty easy. That's pretty easy. He's dead. Monster heart, monster liver, monster saliva, monster tongue, monster tooth, grilled pork. Crowns, hardened leather, grilled pork. That's freaking awesome. Okay. Hope we did the right thing. I feel like we did. I feel pretty good about it. He was just taking advantage of these poor peasants. Alcahest and Rivian Crick. Ooh, Radovid 5, the Stern, the hard slog to greatness, amber dust, lesser Davana runestone, a torn out page for ancient leshen decoction. Cool. Okay, neat. Another little box here. Redanian herbal and Cadwini stouts. So we've got some good stuff down here. Anything else that I could take from this guy? He had a pretty good deal going. He's hating it that ice showed up. Thread and a glyph. Dimeridium ingot. Emerald dust, Zoraya runestone, and some florins. So now what do I tell these people? That I killed their god? And they're gonna feel awful stupid when I tell them it was just some dude. Yeah, he had a pretty good thing going here. Alright, let's talk to the peasants. Let's see, does the quest have new text in it? It turned out the revered Allgod was a run-of-the-mill sylvan, or as the common folk call these things, a devil. The conniving beast had convinced the local peasantry of its divine powers and had grown fat on their offerings for decades. Alright guys, I took care of your problem for you.
Anything new?
Your Allgod's dead.
Got good news. Your god's dead. It was actually a run-of-the-mill monster. Sentient, but mean. Took advantage of you. You went hungry, while it grew new chins.
What have you done? The Allgod warned us. Said if he ever departed, death would await us all. Come on, Tribor. We must tell the others. Holy group prayer can save us now.
Well, I tried. I should have known something like that would happen. I guess it won't hurt if they all sit around in circles and pray. So, completed. Let's see, where is it? Greedy God. To Geralt's thinking, while the Sylvan had not killed or even injured anyone, it was still a harmful parasite and thus deserved death. The Witcher expected the peasants to thank him for freeing them from this horned huckster, but his rational approach to matters of faith met with incomprehension and horror. Yeah, I should have known. Oh well. I feel good about it. We got some cool things from him, right? A few cool things, like we got a new book. This Radovid 5 the Stern, the Hard Slog to Greatness. Which brings us to the epithet, is that how you pronounce that? Of the current ruler of Redania, the Stern. Allow me to diagnose the causes and consequences of this appellation. Firstly, the seeds of Radovid's sternness were surely planted in his childhood. When Radovid was born to King Vesemir and Queen Hedwig in 1255, his care was immediately entrusted to Philippa Eilhart, the court sorceress. While none dared question if she was fit for the role of tutor, few now envisage her as having been a warm caregiver to a young child, and whatever harsh lessons she gave Radovid clearly left a lasting mark. The next step on Radovid's path to becoming the Stern? The death of his father when Radovid was but 13 years of age. Though rumor has it father and son barely knew one another, the mere fact of being thrust into one's inheritance at such an early age and in such murky circumstances must have had a hardening effect. Finally, the Regency finished schooling Radovid towards becoming the Stern, led by Sigismund Dijkstra of Tretogor. Hey, that's the card we just got. The Regency Council imparted upon Radovid a style of politics seeped in Dijkstra's aggressive, no-holds-barred, reason-of-state-first principles. Such are the causes of Radovid's temperament. Now, on to the consequences. Most manifestations of this fierce manner are well known. However, a few illustrative examples might prove useful here. They include his summoning of the Order of the Flaming Rose to be his armed enforcers, his later support for the witch hunters in their zealous cause, and finally, there is the massacre at Loch Muin. Yet it is in the fight against Nilfgaard that Radovid has proven himself truly the Stern. While the forces of other realms disintegrated in the face of the Empire's onslaught, he has strengthened his own realm and taken command of the joint armies of the North. Whatever their opinion of him before, all clear-eyed observers now agree, Radovid V, known also as Radovid the Stern, is the North's last bulwark against Emir's expanding power. Cool. Okay, so next time we will choose another one of these quests to go on. Maybe this Wild at Heart, maybe this Forefather's Eve, since those are the lowest level quests we have available. Make sure you tune in to find out, because it is break time for me right now. As always, I thank you for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, won't you let me know by hitting that like button? Feel free to leave a comment if you wish. I'd love to hear what you think about this playthrough or this game in general. And if you're not a subscriber, won't you please consider subscribing? Thanks so much for watching. I do hope you'll join me again in the next episode.